from upstate New York. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
Hey, let's be honest. The only reason the Chargers drafted in the top 5 was because Justin Herbert wasn't available all season long. An injury cut short his year, but it really didn't cut short his production while he was playing. Still over 3,000 yards and 20 touchdowns. Kid, I can tell you, this is one guy that I love. I mean, I love to watch throw a football.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That's caught for the 1st. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Herbert from the gun. Got him in open, left side, complete. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, well, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
1st and 10 from the 41. Lone back gets the handoff. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Kid, I have no idea why I talk about banking so much with deposits and withdrawals. But let me tell you right there, that's a withdrawal of trust. Next time around, on a 4th and 1, probably going to see him go for it.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. Blast through midfield. And he has this all the way across to the opposing 45. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Allen now on first down. He'll get this to Samuel. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Another one for Cook. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on second and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Again, it's Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. So now, here's third and goal. Now Allen going to the air. The back grabs it. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Tyler Bass on now for the... That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Bass now to kick this away. Darius Davis to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Stiff arm success. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. First down, and they go right back to him. They're across the 40. Nice run here. And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 22, and the Chargers will have a first. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Working quickly here. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Short pass caught by his tight end. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Call it feel, Kate, call it instincts. I don't really care what you call it, but the best QBs, they can sense it. They know when that pressure's coming, and they know how to avoid it. Keep that play alive, extend it outside of the chaos, and go get your offense a completion.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. It's no good. Oh, his aim was up on that shorty, Brock, and it hits the right upright. And the deficit stays at 7.
Pretty easy in hindsight to say you should have gone for it right there. I'm probably echoing a lot of voices. Should have gone for it. But not many of us expected him to miss that field goal. You get 3 points, there's a lot less people second-guessing the decision. But remember this one, because if they're in this spot again, I bet you they do go for it.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's got it, room to run. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 32. Escapes the pocket. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he'll get it up to the 44. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. That's grabbed inside the 30. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. That's much too high and out of the end zone, incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to the air. Allen. Defense is too much here. The Chargers drag him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. He needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
A 40-yard attempt.
And that one is good. A little problem at all. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident. Pass now to kick this away.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Go.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Second and 10 now, Herbert. He's looking deep once again. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in some... Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Frying for it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. That's going to cut the lead down to just 2. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. We've got a close one here. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They motion a receiver left. On 1st down, Allen. Coleman with the grab. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Shakir fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Kate, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot. Right, he's got great what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
The Chargers returning their offense and this running back to the field. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
First down play nets them 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Herbert back to throw. Completed to Hurst. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. That one gains 7. And it brings up an LA first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Play action now for Herbert. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air, Herbert. That's caught at the 4. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers parlay the turnover into a lead. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. This one is up and good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw now, Allen. Cook calls it in. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Allen setting up play action. Defense is too much here. Him down. And that pushes him back, 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Defense is too much here. The Chargers drag him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Receiver in motion, going left. Trying again, following the sack. He'll get this to Samuel. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
The Chargers into a nickel set, third down. Now Allen going to the air. He's on the move. He's running for it. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
They've got first down from the 31. Now the shotgun give to Cook. Room to run inside the 20. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Bills first down.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
First down throw for Allen. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have second down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, oh, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Second down, here's Allen again. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. It's caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. And it's the Bills with it on 4th and 1. To throw again, it's Allen. Getting out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get some late points and the lead. Josh Allen, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that could create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chargers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Finds McConkey. They get 35 out of that one. And the Chargers will have a first.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Herbert on 1st down. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers get some late points and the lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The extra point is up, and it is good. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Bills 17.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. He fields it from the 8. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. With the time remaining, we'll see if they can get this into field goal range before halftime. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Sending a receiver left. Allen now on 1st down. That's taken in by Samuel. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now Allen off the play action. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's on the move. Now here he goes. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. From the red zone now. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Back to the air, Allen. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills take the lead just before halftime. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Pass on for the extra point. That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. And he's going to take a knee. It's halftime here in Buffalo. The Bills with the lead after 2. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Reports. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll let you and Brock catch your breath as we welcome the rest of you to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. The Bills were led in the first half by their all-world quarterback, Josh Allen. He threw 2 touchdowns.
Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Has this at the 6. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And the work's already half done thanks to that return. They're taking over at midfield. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And he's impressed beyond his work as a passer partner. He's been more than willing to run with it when the opportunity has presented itself. And I don't think they care how he does it, right? Just keep on moving that offense the way he's been doing.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
2nd and 3. He's got it inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grow the lead coming out of halftime. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. That one right down. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Pass now to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chargers are beat. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Breaks through, and he might break away. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. To the left side, and it is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers start the 2nd half with some needed points. Once again, the Chargers electing to go for 2. They want to run it across. And getting aggressive to cut into this lead works. They've got the 2-point conversion. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure, and if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. This return starts at the 5. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The Bills and Keon Coleman running out to the field. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. Ball at the 33 for first down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Pass complete to Cook. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Allen looking to throw. Catch made underneath by the back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Allen on third down. Flushed out of the pocket. He stays up by a man, and now he's in the clear. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
They're set up at the 35 now. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. It's an 8-yard pickup, then they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Here's 2nd and 2. Cut at the 10-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Now run by Cook. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Call it 4 yards from there, partner, and still some ground ahead. 2nd and goal coming up.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Forced out to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grow the lead to 7. Josh Allen, the touchdown. His 5th total score of this ball game. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young, or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team.
Splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. Bass now to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Return's looking good so far. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Go.
From the 41. Dumps it off to his running back. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Chargers will have a first. Now give left side. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They pick up a yard. Still need one more, though. 3rd down coming up. Another carry for him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
That throw finds Johnston. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's 2nd and goal. Running behind center with Edwards. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal.
Let's go, let's go.
On the ground, it's Edwards again. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Orange, go. They'll try to run it in. And he is in for the score. We may not see them kick ever again, partner. They're now 3 for 3 on 2-point tries today. Surprising that he wasn't out there to break the tie with a point after, as he gets out there now to kick this off. Return coming from the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Allen setting up play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 28. Escapes the pocket. Chargers bringing the pressure, and they got him! And they're going to have to regroup after this one.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Allen setting up to throw. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now Allen. Rifles it, and it's caught. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Another one for Cook. Oh no, the ball is loose! And the fumble recovery is made.
You know, this just can't happen on...
So just like all time...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Now Allen going to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run it with Cook. And he drives this forward to the 6. They get 2 on the play, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Now the shotgun gives to Cook. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Escapes the pocket. They get to him and take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Gonna have to see about this penalty.
Offense.
So the refs get him for holding, and that's gonna back this offense up.
Still 2nd down.
Backed up just a bit. Here's another 2nd and goal. Slot man in motion left. Trying again, following the sack. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. Oh, he lost the football. And it's a turnover. The defense. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Back-to-back carries here. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Oh, what a stiff arm. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. 2nd and 3 now. They go play action. Here's Herbert. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 4th quarter lead.
Go.
The flag comes out. Them up to the edge of the end zone.
Ball start. Offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Getting another shot at 2 here.
5-9. Ready.
Herbert's going to look to throw for this. Escapes out to the left. And a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th. Well, the penalty did not deter them. They go from 7 yards out and still convert for 2.
And you know what it was about, Kate? Do you know what that was about?
I don't.
It was about execution. It wasn't about, oh, I got more of the playbook opened up because I got a penalty. No, give me that play from the 3 because you have more run-pass options. You set yourself back. It means heightened execution. That's what got them the 2-point conversion.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Starting from the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And it just feels like he's been fighting uphill since this one kicked off today, doesn't it? The mistakes just canceling out a lot of what he's been able to do offensively on the positive end of things. This defense, man, they have seized on the mistakes and made life difficult. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. Jukes out a one-stop. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
When you call that 1st down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing here, Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Second and 10 now. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Samuel comes in motion left. 1st down from the red zone. He's got it, room to run. And he drives this forward to the 6.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
It's 2nd and goal. Allen gonna throw again. Davis there to grab it. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills down by only 2 in the 4th. Josh Allen, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
So here comes a big play. Bills going for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a
One of the tight ends motioning left. Allen looking to throw this. And they draw up just the right throw, and we're tied. Oh, yeah. Point was doing nobody any good there. Gotta go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
Good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. You take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Here's Herbert. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And this one does not go far. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. He'll throw it. He rolls to his right. Right side, got a man, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Crowd right.
Running it now out of the gun. And he's brought down for a loss. Back to the well again. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. All right, it's a nickel set for the Bills. 3rd down. Back to throw it. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down. Trying to push this past the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Chargers.
Here he is to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the 6. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing now. They dump it off to the back. And he's tackled for no gain. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. To throw. He has the first over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout.
Let's go.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he works his way for a gain of 4. So Buffalo's going to call it second timeout. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They give it to him again. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. 3rd and just 2 to go. A tight end in motion now. Another carry for him. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. It's a gain of 4. And it brings up an LA first. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he'll push them down to the 6-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. manage a six. Time, they're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Now a timeout's called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Set. 380. You're up. Go. Set.
Now to throw. And they break the tie as it's cut for a touchdown. What a call, what a catch. That's the play that should win this game.
The Chargers will line up for the three-point conversion.
Trying for it on the ground. And he crosses the goal line. The conversion is good, and that sets them up with an 8-point lead in the 4th. Well, we're now officially at the point where touchdowns might as well consider them 8 points in this contest, partner. Yet another 2-point conversion successful, and they've been borderline automatic.
Well, we've officially left the NFL record book behind. It used to stand at 4, accomplished by the greatest show on turf, those Rams in 2000. This is uncharted waters. Kate, I think you'd agree.
Yeah.
We're all here for this journey.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. Ball game's not over just yet. Don't leave those seats. The interference call means we're going to have an untimed down here. One final shot here. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Chargers take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.